Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Happy Friday, I'm Jen Ah. Looking forward to a beautiful weekend, but before you start heading out to the pools, a health alert tonight. Regulators will be watching resorts with swimming pools that they're following social distancing requirements. Most likely after seeing scenes like this of folks crowding around at pool parties this past week. The Nevada Gaming Control Board already issuing notices to these resorts that pool area capacity is limited to 50%, and patrons must wear face coverings unless actively eating, drinking, or in the pool.
The Marullo company, which operates the Sahara Hotel here, was fined $75,000, but didn't have anything to do with the pools. It was more about the capacity limitations that were in place at the time. And one of the things that has been problematic is that we're seeing numbers of people that are not social distancing in pools.
All hot tubs remain closed. In other health news, Nevada reporting a spike in COVID cases, 445 cases and 11 deaths, according to the health department. Today being the second day in a row of more than 400 new cases in nearly 2 weeks. Overall, though, the moving averages of deaths and new cases have been trending downward since mid-January. To other top stories sponsored by Carnegie Heights, Clark County's recycling program is failing to grow. Southern Nevada's contamination rate stands at 30%, much higher than the national average. Contamination meaning when someone throws away a wet milk carton. That milk can spill over and contaminate other materials, such as paper and cardboard. Clark County's recycling rates peaked to about 27% in 2012, but since then have dropped to below 20%. Experts saying don't be a wish cycler, those who simply throw things in the recycling bin but are unsure if it's recyclable. And we're now learning more about the Real Water CEO after some of his customers allegedly became sick from drinking his water products. Review Journal's Renee Summerhour has more on his background. Renee?
Jen, before Henderson-based Real Water made national news, the company's president made headlines during a brief career in Nevada politics. Brent Jones previously served a single term in the Nevada Assembly from 2015 to 2016 before losing his bid for re-election in 2018. In 2016, Jones was accused of forcing a former Real Water employee to watch videos based on the Church of Scientology as part of her employment. RJ reporter Rory Appleton says these Real Water lawsuits could be the most damaging.
Is a lot trickier because he's dealing with both a district court case, a federal class action lawsuit, and an FDA investigation. Not even just the FDA, but also Southern Nevada Health District. So you're talking about local, state, and federal.
As of Wednesday, Real Water water and concentrate have been recalled. Jen?
In other news, Metro Police reporting car thefts are up 21% from this time last year. More than 1,700 vehicles reported stolen as of just this week, and 55 corresponding arrests. Police warning drivers these thefts mostly happen in the Southeast and Spring Valley areas, so take precautions. In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. Single-stall public bathrooms could become gender neutral if one of the latest bills introduced in the state legislature passes. According to Assemblywoman Sarah Peters, Assembly Bill 280 could begin, quote, normalizing non-gendered bathrooms. This bill calling for no more signs indicating a specific gender for single-stall bathrooms. Peters saying the actual bathrooms don't need to change, just the signs. Right now, there's no opposition to this bill. Now look at your weather, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Gearing up for a gorgeous weekend. Tonight will be cloudy, lows dipping down to around 50 degrees. Then for Saturday, expect sunny skies, marvelous weather with temps getting to the mid-70s and light breezes coming through. Expect Sunday to hit the low 80s, getting us ready for a warm start next week before cooling off for a few days. Looks like we're finally getting into spring. It's your lifestyle news, sponsored by Get Healthy, Clark County. Don't mistake this gold coin for chump change. This $5 coin just sold for top dollar this week at a Las Vegas auction. Get this, for $8.4 million. This coin is now the most valuable U.S. mint gold coin ever. Made in 1822, only 3 copies are in existence. A rare find, priceless for collectors. Plus, the Rise Lantern Lighting Festival will light up the desert once more. Family and friends can launch these beautiful lanterns into the night sky on October 1st and 2nd in the Mojave Desert, just 25 miles south of Vegas. Pre-sale tickets will be available on April 1st, and they're expected to sell out quickly.
Sports, sponsored by Scenic Brewing Company. With the sports update, I'm Cassie SOTO. The Raiders have signed unrestricted free agent WILLIE SNEAD. The wide receiver was a member of the New Orleans Saints from 2015 to 2017 and spent the last 3 seasons with the Baltimore Ravens. Over his 6-year career, SNEAD has compiled 275 receptions for over 3,300 yards with 16 touchdowns.
You know, this organization is right on the cusp of being in the playoffs. You know, I was watching from a distance last year, and this organization won a lot of great games, you know, a lot of close games last year. And, you know, sometimes it just takes 1 or 2 pieces to get over that hump. So, you know, I'm hoping I could be that piece for this team and to just come in here and help win more games. That's the focus.
Now here's the latest in sports betting. Circa, South Point, and the Westgate Sportsbooks have each taken sharp action on Florida State, a 2.5-point underdog to Michigan on Sunday. The South Point also reported sharp bets on Saturday's games on Baylor, favored by 7.5 points over Villanova, Arkansas favored by 11.5 over Oral Roberts, Oregon State a 6.5-point underdog to Loyola Chicago, and Houston favored by 6.5 over Syracuse.
In your entertainment news, sponsored by Las Vegas Motor Speedway, a local chef will launch a pop-up dinner series at Fremont Street's Vegas Test Kitchen. Chef Kim Cantinwalla has consulted for the Hard Rock Hotel, the Palms, and Luxor, along with Honey Salt and so much more. His first pop-up dinner is called Play-Doh,
which is everything with dough, from pierogies to samosas to pot pies, from lobster pot pie to Quebecois tortilla.
The chef will offer a pair of menus every Wednesday from March 31st to April 21st. That closes out our 7 at 7 p.m. show from the Las Vegas Review-Journal. I'm Jen Ah. Watch us on the RJ mobile app, Roku TV, YouTube, and other streaming devices. Also, watch 7 at 7 a.m. on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Review-Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.